What's going on, guys? My name is Ryan, and here are 5 things I wish I knew when I was 21. I'm literally parked in front of a Chipotle, so if people are staring at me while I'm making this video, then it is what it is. Anyways, on to the video. Stop chasing perfection. Now, I know this can be really hard for a lot of you, but this used to affect me at one point, right? Because I used to be so caught up in the logistics of everything. Oh my God. The background noise is just inevitable at this point. Anyways, I used to be so stuck up on the logistics of everything down to the nitty gritty.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
That everything had to be perfect with everything I did, right? And it affected me mentally. Like, I couldn't get anything done. I wasn't able to just accept my imperfections and things that I wanted to do. And I was always like, I need something to be perfect. I need this, that to be perfect. I just can't, go through with something if it's not as perfect as I want it to be. But the real truth in this is that you're never going to be perfect, right? Like, you can strive to be close to perfect, but you will never be perfect. There's always going to be a flaw or an imperfection in something in everything that you do in your daily life. So why even strive to be perfect when you're never going to reach perfection anyway, right? So, and a good example of this is literally when I started to post content a couple years ago, whether it was YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, I was always held up on something because I wanted it to be perfect. And I kept stalling myself from being able to post whatever it is I wanted to post, right? So, yeah. Don't get caught up in the sort of analysis paralysis and just go through with it, man. Accept that you have flaws and just keep going. Keep posting whatever you want to post. One day we're not going to be here, so we might as well be imperfect and accepting of our flaws, because who cares about perfection anyway? Number 2, work on yourself. Don't get caught up in what other people are doing, right? Because everyone has their own timeline. You can't compare yourself and your success to someone else's life, you know what I mean? Because that's different. Their life is different. Your life is different. Your track is different. So keep working on yourself. Keep grinding, because everyone starts off from square one, and you just got to be able to get past that point where it's like, you know what? Everyone is on their own track. I'm on my own track. Let me work on myself. Let me improve myself. There was an audiobook I listened to recently. It's called Self-Discipline by Steve Martin. And he mentions in that audiobook that you are already your most perfect version of yourself. The only thing that's stopping you from being able to make that a reality is the mindset that you have, right? Because currently what it is that you're not able to sort of bring those thoughts and make it into reality. You're stuck in that trap of, you're not able to become the best version of yourself because your mindset and your thoughts are holding you back. You got to be able to sort of transform those thoughts in your head and be able to put in the action to be able to make it a reality, right? So that's definitely something I wish I knew when I was 21, is to not worry, not pay too much mind about what anyone else is thinking, and just work on yourself, because all you got is you, man. Number 3, failure is a stepping stone. Now, back then when I was 21, I did not have the mindset to be able to accept failure. I was always bogged down about, why didn't I get a good grade on this test? Or why was this person mean to me? And all this other crap, right? So you got to be able to accept failure and take the lesson out of it, because believe me, you're going to be faced with a lot of failure in your life, and this is only the beginning. 21, you're just getting started. A big example of this for me was when I failed a class in college, and that made me get held back a whole nother year, since that specific class that I had failed was a prerequisite to future classes that I was supposed to take to be able to complete my college career and eventually end up graduating. But me failing that one class delayed my graduation a whole nother year, and it was the most upsetting, disappointing, overwhelming thing that I had to go through in that sort of period of my life. So definitely adopt a mindset where you're able to accept failure, and in the end, you're going to be proud that you did it. Number 4, this is a big one. Surround yourself with good company. Now, I remember in my college career, when I was a young adult, when I had just turned 20, 21, around that time, right? I was so stuck on the fact that, I need a huge friends group because everyone else got a lot of friends. So why can't I be the one to make the most out of my college career and, maximize my social aspect in my life? Say, hey, I want a large group of friends. That's the vibe. We go to a lot of parties, we go to a lot of social events, functions, what have you, right? And that didn't necessarily put me in a position to where I was able to gain quality friends, and I was more focused on the quantity since that was cool or trending at the time, right? There's literally a quote that goes, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend your time with the most," right? And at the time, I didn't understand what that meant, but once that situation sort of hit and I was just tired of surrounding myself with fake people and toxic people, that's when it hit me, and I was like, you know what? Having a lot of friends does not even matter if they're just gonna backstab you or be fake and toxic and gaslight you. It's just a whole bunch of nonsense. So yeah, prioritize quality over quantity, because having a lot of friends doesn't mean anything if they're all fake. And hold yourself to a higher standard. You know better. And last but not least, number 5, don't take it for granted. Don't take being 21 for granted, because you are not going to be a young adult. You are not going to be 21 forever. And definitely make use of the time you have. Do not take it for granted, because one day you're going to be old. It's not like I'm super old at the moment or anything. I'm literally 23, going on to be 24 soon. So I'm not that much older than 21, but a couple years really puts things into perspective. So definitely enjoy the time when you're young while you still can, but get ready for a lot of growth, a lot of lessons, a lot of pain, a lot of experience. So yeah, guys, these are the 5 things I wish I knew when I was 21, and I hope you guys got something out of this video. What's one lesson you wish you had learned earlier? Drop it in the comments. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Baby, from afar you look so divine, and up close you make me wanna make you mine. Un mo ganda i parcă